can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Tua, fast pass outside complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down.
The ball carried by...
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running.
Brought down at
just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 17-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tua going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
He's brought down
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bills 3, Steelers 0.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
The kick is
and his kick is good.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bills 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
The pass.
And he's got this down to the 35.
A gain of 15.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now back to throw. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Pass on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by pass is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Lose the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Tua. This is the tight end, Njoku. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The kicker on.
A great play there. 42 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
34 on the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Cameron Hayward.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
First down, Bills.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's a gain of 7.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And it is incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Tua now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Tua. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Again, the ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
7-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Looking to pass, Tua. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
The kicker on.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 21-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Eric, sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
I think that team's probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second and
2. At
the 33-yard line.
Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this,
he's got daylight. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jarnell Mooney, 67 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Tyler Bass.
Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here to his running back. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
On the play, it's fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Tua on fourth down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Bills.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11 yards there, first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Steelers 42. Bills.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. Now they try the right side here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Buffalo.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be intercepted a third. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect in his second season, he has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
this is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Here's 13.
And the Bills are going to recover.
The onside kick recovered by Buffalo. Today's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.